Hey, I went to the Hillary Clinton rally thing today. I left here about 8, got there about 9, stood in line, was into the building by 9:30. It was held at a training center for union carpenters or whatever. And a lot of kids and babies, which I don't think you'd find at a Trump rally. I don't think so. Everyone was well behaved. It seemed to be put together very well. And even there were Bernie Sanders people standing around with signs, and they were very well behaved. And there was no problems. None whatsoever. So we got in the building, and they had an area for us all to stand. I was about 30 feet from the little platform with the lectern on it, I think. And we were there from like 9:30 till about 11:30 is when she came out. My back and legs my leg was so numb I couldn't feel it, and my back hurts so bad. It hurts now. My feet hurt really bad in my back right now. But she did some talking, talked about unions, of course, you know. She was in a union trade school location. And then she talked about clean energy and bringing jobs back home to this country instead of outsourcing everything. Exporting instead of exporting our jobs, exporting our goods. And everyone cheered. And I think my brother mentioned that they're all the candidates are saying that. So that just must be a big, what do they call that? A hot topic or hot button or something. I don't know what they call it. There were a few issues that she said something on, and I could hear some boos in the crowd, but there was no fights, there was no yelling, no cops had to take anybody out. There wasn't an ambulance out front, just in case somebody fainted or got sick or if there was any problem, but that's standard operating procedure, I think. And the Associated Press and a bunch of people were sitting at the table with their typewriters, not typewriters, or laptops, and some guys had lenses on their camera longer than my arm. Pretty impressive cameras that were there. And that lasted, she talked maybe about 20-25 minutes. Close to a half an hour, somewhere like that. And she left in an SUV. And I went to Speak Italian Club, and my brain was so fuzzy at that point. I was so in pain that all I could think of was thinking in German. I know better than that. I speak Italian okay, but I don't know. There is an event Monday night for Bernie Sanders in St. Charles at the Family Arena, and unfortunately there's no Metrolink or bus system that goes from here to St. Charles. There's no bus system out to St. Charles at all, which there should be, but there isn't. So it starts at 4:30, so I have no idea what time I'd have to get there. And I'm just thinking, well, if I go there, I could go really early, park, and just sit in the car until I actually had to get out and stand in line somewhere. Because my back and legs aren't going to take this unless I can RSVP and say, is there a place I can sit down or something, because I can't handle this. I'm old and decrepit. So I really do want to go to the Bernie Sanders thing, but the only problem is the next day, well, that's not the only problem. The next day, Tuesday, is election day, and I'm an election official, and I have to get up at 4 to be at where I go at 5 to open at 6 to have elections all the day till 7 p.m. and then close everything up and leave maybe by 8. That is a long day in itself, even if you were well rested. So if I attend the Bernie thing, which I really want to, I don't know how I don't know if I could physically take it. I'll have to do some thinking on it. I really do want to go to that. But here is the thing that I went to today. Upward and onward.
since the Great Depression. Don't let your friends forget that. Anybody who doesn't remember may somehow be fooled into voting for the Republicans again. And we know what they will do. They are telling us what they will do. We lost 9 million jobs. 5 million homes were lost. That is all because of failed Republican policies. So when the president came in, you think he wanted to spend his time trying to dig us out of the ditch the Republicans have put us in? No. But I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for actually digging